Welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. So, this episode, one of the most unique missions in the trilogy. Tally again. And let's bring Kate in this time. Actually, I should have brought Rex again. Oh well. Too late for second guessing. Since he's the only one with Cryoblast, I'm gonna focus on that for him for a little while. Because I can bring other people with Overload. No one else has Cryoblast, so I'm gonna focus on that for just a little while. I know exactly where all of her remaining points are going. Energy drain, and then actually I might do yeah, no. Yeah, energy drain and then probably Quarry and Machinist. Actually, I'm not sure how many overall points she'll get. I was thinking one per level. But...
It is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That kind of tech isn't even on the market. This can't be safe.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
And blew it up.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
All right.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes.
Yeah.
While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
All right.
It saves the live ships. We've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not gonna...
I guess he is.
Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff.
I think if you bring Garrus with you, then he says, I guess he is. The Widow. Widow assault rifle, or sniper rifle. Get your shotgun out, Tally. Jeez, Tally, just walking around with your guns holstered? Come on. You never know what we're gonna run into. Get that shotgun out, girl. She doesn't even have it on her. There it goes. Legion was clearly efficient.
is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Eyes open. Tally currently has 2 guns
Initiating peer network
strapped to her
integration.
and one in her
Proceed to
hand.
support. Mapping to consensus. Remain still.
Still, Shepard. Stop
Shepard
moving.
Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
Does it?
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
I told you this was one of the most unique missions.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
Ooh.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist. Establishing connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Yeah, luckily they gave you a gun that can't run out of ammo. No shields. Not like your powers actually matter here.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for. Okay, I gotta ask, why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Oof.
And thanks, I think.
Shepard does no guns. You don't really need to be as thorough as I'm being, but it never hurts to be thorough. Something else I may as well mention. It probably won't surprise you to know that there is something to find here. You may even be able to guess what it is that will be found here, depending on how close you pay attention to random stuff on the Citadel.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
It's not here yet. There we go.
A Reaper code fragment. Let's see if I can take it along with me.
Yeah, Shepard the kleptomaniac, stealing Reaper code, is committing theft within the a mainframe. Shepard isn't even a physical body right now, and still she's just stealing stuff. She just cannot help herself.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI networks?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth. Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that
Cute.
footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
If you romanced Tally in Mass Effect 2, then you have seen one ancestor unmasked. Whoops. I didn't even mean to roll like that. I don't think I can get down there. Don't think I can get that spot. Aha, I did. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay, can't get any further on that one.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
Alright, can't get any further that way. So. And gotta let my ammo refill. As with any auto-refilling gun, if you let it run out of ammo,
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
if you let it hit 0, then it just takes a while for it to reload. There's steps. There we go. I can't get any more of that one. Alright.
This data cluster contains information timestamped 290 years ago. Still capable of survey.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown connects.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong? What?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
This way, perhaps? I'm guessing. Huh. Yep, went the wrong way. Alright. Kind of assumed it'd be this way, but nope. Okay. So, where am I going, Legion? Here we go.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped Geth! They're pinned!
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon!
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
He sounded almost embarrassed about it. I'm trying to remember if there's actually anything else that I need to keep an eye out for at any point. I don't think there actually is.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication.
Oh, oops, I let my ammo run out. So yeah, now you've got to just be on the lookout for this sort of thing. I think usually it'll be sort of ways above you for the stuff you have to destroy now. Like so. Nope, can't reach it from there.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
It's going to mean over here, I imagine. So that's one thing down.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Ah, nuts. Yeah, dude sounds angry. The Reaper code sounds pretty annoyed at what's going on.
Out of the way!
You can't do this to them!
I said step away from the Geth!
This is insane! We need the Geth! You can't just destroy them for asking for us!
Time's up! Throw her into the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
So there were some sympathizers, even at the time. Good to know. I will say this about this mission. There's a very clear agenda to it. To make the Geth seem a lot friendlier, a lot less hostile. I suspect part of it is why can't I get the code up here? I suspect part of it is because they knew that Mass Effect 3 was going to be the first game for some players, so they want to make sure that people
establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
They want to make sure that new players, people who've never played 2, never met Legion, would be able to sympathize with the Geth.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
I know. Jeez.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Will you stop it? I'm working on it, Legion. I'm working on it. So impatient. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately your powers have no effect on the Reaper code. Shocking, I know.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
I know! Alright, so that'll be... Oh, probably over here, actually. Alright, so this won't quite do it. But I'm getting close. Again, I just like to be thorough. Yeah, this will do it.
This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
Come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnels and... Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Yeah. Like I said, they're working real hard to make the Geth seem pretty much innocent of any wrongdoing. In a way that I don't entirely like. It almost feels like a whitewash. Because the fact is, the Geth, the Quarians went from a population of billions to 17 million. Atrocities needed to be committed by the Geth for that to happen.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Osprey is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
And then they killed anyone.
That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War.
Because you killed
We
all the
wish to
others.
ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Yeah, I mean... the Geth killed any organic who tried to make contact with them. They rebuffed any attempted contact. So they can't really be like, oh, you were the first organic to cooperate, because you killed anyone who may have wanted to. So yeah, I do wish that it had been just a little bit more balanced in acknowledging what the Geth would have had to have done during the Morning War.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the exit port and disconnect from Mother.
They make it seem like you, like time is short, but obviously you have as long as you need.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Are you all right, Commander?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
So it worked.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
Yep.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Nice.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies.
Fair.
The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
Fair.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
Yep.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Yep, we just got ourselves some big-ass allies.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
I don't think that's
happening. To
happening.
ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with
they do
something
that.
else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
That won't be happening. Speaking of Zen,
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself said their life signs were weak. They might already be dead.
It's not your call to make.
Admiral, any tech we can recover gives us an edge against the Geth. If you care about our people.
ooh,
Zen, we need those...
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
You do get a war asset if you side with Zen. You get advanced AI relays. Yeah, you get advanced AI relays. Uh, Admiral Zen's research team salvaged advanced AI relays from the wreckage of the Geth's Dreadnought flagship. Zen used the valuable technology to write a custom VI that oversees the energy output of the Crucible's fusion reactors and adjusts itself automatically.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Shepard Commander, we have re-established a connection with Geth liberated from the server.
What's their status?
We have integrated their programs into this platform's network with minimal difficulties. Your actions have changed their perspective on organics. They also offer gratitude.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Didn't mention, but I think during your initial conversation with Legion, depending on your conversation, on your choices, you can sort of express some frustration at the Geth siding with the Reapers and say that the Geth are better than this, to which Legion will note, empirically, we are not. I could probably actually still do the priority Rannoch. Not going to. I'll save that for the next episode. For now, I'll do. I'll probably do another side quest here. I'll do another. I'll do the N7. Last N7 mission. Volus prefer air power in conflicts, counting on the Turians for ground support. They maintain several flotillas of heavy bomber frigates capable of warfare in any atmosphere. Handy. The once formidable Batarian navy was all but annihilated when the Reapers struck Karshan. The enraged survivors have gathered into a single remaining fleet. Batarian refugees are enlisting by the thousands, desperate for a sense of purpose after the destruction of their homeworld. No collection of vessels is more eager to engage the Reapers than Karshan's last warships. As the highest-ranking officer left in the hegemony, Balak is now the last Batarian military leader. His leadership, drive, and barely contained fury have galvanized his troops. While Balak bears a deep hatred for the Alliance, he would do anything to save his people, and has grudgingly joined forces with humanity to stop the Reapers. Batarian refugees are rallying around the Pillars of Strength, finding courage in the sacred ancient artifact recovery. Warning people in Citadel, prepare for wars, for civilian readiness. Restore duty pay, con artist. Spectre authorization, release medical supplies from customs to Huerta Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. A Spectre gave CSEC permission to tap into surveillance on private citizens. CSEC used the footage to make several arrests, improving security. CSEC was authorized to train the civilian militia, strengthening the defense forces. That one I read. CSEC is concentrating on war-related problems and more serious crimes. By focusing resources, the overall security of the Citadel has improved. I thought it was the other way around, actually. That, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think the logic for keeping, like, for going after small crimes is sort of the, was it the broken window theory? Which I don't really buy into. After reassurances that keeping money in the bank is critical to the war effort, Volus merchants are making donations to relief efforts and defense forces on the Citadel. Schematics covered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by service on the Citadel. I think I did that. I did that. Prothean data drives discovered by Sonax Industries have been turned over to Alliance engineers. Zaid Masani has a reputation as one of the most relentless and efficient mercenaries in the Terminus systems. Cerberus contacted Masani a few months after the Collectors were destroyed and offered him a job. Negotiations ended badly, and Masani now seeks out jobs that oppose his former employer's interests. He brings years of experience and finely honed survival skills to the fight against the Reapers. Glad that he did not side with the Reapers. Yeah, worth 5 points, so it's not nothing. Published years ago by Dr. Conrad Werner, this doctoral dissertation on xenotechnology is a lengthy but intriguing argument that dark energy causes a minute but empirically observable difference in the passage of time. Hotly debated when first published, the paper's theory is supported by recent data. The dissertation illuminates several instructions left by the Protheans on how to build the Crucible. Dr. Werner found additional schematics useful in the creation of the device. After passing the data on to the Alliance, he added Commander Shepard to the dissertation's list of acknowledgements. I think the dissertation itself is actually worth 1 point, and then the additional schematics are worth brings it up to 5, I think. Fierce, toxin-immune creatures known as Cacliosaurs, once used as battle mounts by the Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized Cacliosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. Once feared across the galaxy, the synthetic Geth have allied with the organic forces they once called enemies. Their fleets and armies won't stop until the Reapers are neutralized. Geth primes are built to house more programs than other platforms and operate as mobile networking hubs. Their combat software provides a boost to any Geth nearby, coordinating and directing attacks. Since the destruction of a prime unit causes the processing power of other Geth to drop, prime hardware platforms are heavily shielded and well-armed. Indeed they are. Now that their egg clutches are out of danger, the Solarian colony, Cynicwall, is shipping all the materials and weapons it can muster to the Third Fleet. Crates of dextroamino acid metagel have been shipped out to the Turian 7th Fleet. This resupply will help Turian medics treat potentially fatal wounds. The Quarians are skilled engineers with one of the largest fleets in the galaxy. Each of their vessels has been repaired, restocked, and armed for confrontation with the Reapers. I'm coming along. When Admiral Zalcoris sacrificed his vessel to save a live ship, the civilian fleet thought they'd lost their leader. After Commander Shepard brought Zalcoris back, he passionately argued that the safest action for the civilian fleet was to stay with the flotilla. His captains rallied and stayed. The story of Zalcoris' miraculous survival on Geth-infested Rannoch has spread throughout the flotilla, making him a reluctant hero as he mourns the loss of his ship and crew.
Sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.
Not wrong.
You've got new messages, Commander.
Thanks, Sam.
The Allied Primes are relaying any hostile combat data they can decrypt. I never thought I'd be linking Geth into the system. Commander?
Yep, that is definitely a new one. The Geth are our friends now. You are.
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now.
Eh?
So you went into the Geth consensus? Like virtual reality?
Yeah, it was strange, but I got out all right.
Did you? I mean, how would you know?
How would I know what?
If you really got out. See, if the Geth experience everything virtually, then you could only think you're in the real world. What if this, like everything you're seeing now, is a simulation?
Some sort of video game? Maybe?
Commander?
Shepard, you are now possibly the only living organic who has experienced the Geth consensus. Do you
One of
feel
two,
different?
maybe.
It's fascinating. Mind-blowing. I'm also a bit thirsty.
And just like that, the magic is gone.
Did you just say what I think you said?
No. Hello, Shepard.
So obviously, after a main mission, people got things to say. Alright, I'll check my email now. I may as well. Status update 314.220R from Invalid Extranet Domain. Geth programs and hardware designation Legion have requested Prime runtimes update Shepard Commander on platform status. Complying. Prime platforms housed in server 02241-14511 remain stationed on Rannoch. Creator forces prevent transfer of Prime platforms to Geth transport vessels. Cessation of Creator Geth conflict required to assist Shepard Commander designated allies. Awaiting conflict status update. Okay. I wish I could have entered the consensus with you. It sounds like a remarkable experience. Familiarity increases understanding. Yep. Back into virtual reality. Even after that whole Overlord nightmare, Shepard, gutsy move. And hey, I brought Garrus with me for Overlord, for that last bit of Overlord too. You would jeopardize this war? Foolish. You allowed a machine access to your mind? What if it infected you? I'm probably one of the only organics capable of doing that, but with being part synthetic up myself. Oh, hey. Hey, Caden.
What the hell, Shepard? What just happened? Actually, don't tell me. I've got work to do and I can't be distracted.
I was plugged into the virtual world of the Geth consensus. Saw their history, purged a Reaper infection.
Crap. Now I'll be obsessing about how that works, instead of doing my Spectre Division expense report.
You're welcome.
You know, entering the Geth consensus is gonna be the best chapter in your autobiography. Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
So, Prothean, huh?
Yes.
You guys like to drink, booze it up?
No.
Okay. What about gambling? Play cards?
Games of chance were punishable by death in the Empire.
Oh, sure. That seems reasonable. Okay. So, smoking. You ever do that?
Only when my armor became inflamed.
Right. Yeah, smoking. I get it. So jokes then. You got jokes. All right. You got any good ones?
No. Yes.
Give them to me.
The Tulomorian spy entered the enemy's camp and said to the Vanksher, I didn't know your parnaps could glow. That was the joke.
All right.
Oh, James.
I get it. Yeah, that was a good one.
No, it wasn't. I just made it up. The joke is now on you, human. You will believe anything.
I love that laugh he does. Such an evil laugh.
You took a great risk in allowing a machine access to your mind, Commander. What if they had infected you? I do not think this James soldier understands me. None of these cycles seem to understand me, and I do not care.
Then why mention it?
Not at this time.
Hey, Commander.
James, what are you up to?
A little cooking, hope you don't mind. I was craving some of my abuela's huevos rancheros. Not sure what kind of eggs these are, but they seem to work. Not as good as my abuela's, but best thing I've had since I got on board. And maybe it's best I don't know what kind of eggs these are, no?
Probably.
Hey, Commander.
Anything for me, Doc?
Hello, Commander.
Naturally not. Yeah. Javik, 50,000-year-old troll.
This platform can be of some assistance, Garrus Vakarian.
I appreciate the offer, Legion, but this is something I know a thing or two about.
Telemetry data indicates the calibration of Normandy's weapon accuracy can be improved by 0.32%.
That's all. You can't squeeze 0.34% out of it?
Negative. That threshold is not possible.
You sure? Take a look now.
Scanning. Normandy's weapon systems have been improved by a margin of 0.43%. How did you accomplish this?
A little secret we organics like to keep. Always hold some back for emergencies.
Is our current situation an emergency?
A Geth meddling with our computers, telling me how to do my job? No, I can't imagine that would qualify.
Garrus, Master Calibrator.
So, a virtual Geth reality, huh, Shepard? There are a lot of ways I can think of getting a few kicks in this universe. That's not one of them.
Hey, it was pretty fun.
Not right now.
I had hoped the Geth would have analyzed any Prothean technology they came across. You're saying you found none?
No. On this topic, our knowledge is not significantly greater than your own.
That's too bad, but thank you for looking.
Shepard Commander placed faith in us. We will do the same for Normandy.
You mean the Normandy's crew?
We do not see a meaningful distinction.
Something oddly sweet about that.
Hello, Shepard.
Yes. Yeah, these are things we found inside the consensus. These are things you get from going inside the consensus. Improved Geth resistors. These schematics were downloaded from the Geth consensus. They appear to be designs for improved resistor terminals in Geth platforms. The schematics can easily be built into human-sized armor, providing the wearer combat benefits enjoyed by the Geth. The resistors can be tweaked either to increase the wearer's damage output or improve their shields. Power damage bonus, always. Miniaturized armor capacitors. This data was discovered and downloaded from inside the Geth consensus. Like I said, even when she has no body, Shepard can't help but steal things. Thousands of these miniaturized capacitors were installed beside armor power cells, where they can instantly discharge a stored boost of energy. This boost can be tweaked either to speed up shield regeneration, or the rate at which tech, biotic, and combat powers can be used. Why is it always Tally for this? I don't understand why they chose Tally for all these things. It's so weird to me. Not necessarily that I mind, it's a weird choice. Anyway, power cooldown. Yep, no one else there. Alright, so head down. I imagine nothing new down here, but
Nothing to report.
Commander. Commander.
wish they had a little bit more going on.
Commander.
And check in with Esteban.
Good to see you, Commander.
Nothing. All right. Okay, so priority Rannoch mission will take a little bit of time. A little long for this mission. So, do I not have access to the Hades Nexus? I've got stuff to get in the Hades Nexus, but I can't actually go there. Huh. Alright, second to last M7 mission. I thought it was the last one, but I forgot that. So the second to last of the,
I found something.
Oh. Neat. Catabolo. Pretty sure this is a system I've never been to before, so. Catabolo is a relatively large methane ammonia ice giant. Although Sion and its orbital stations offer military-grade starship fuel, commercial ships took advantage of the helium-3 refineries here. Because Catabolo was relatively near to the mass relay in the system, the Reapers destroyed the infrastructure on their way to more important targets. Hanalei. Early surveyors of Hanalei dismissed its resource potential, saying it had more heat than a planet needs and more argon than a galaxy would buy. As an enormous terrestrial planet buried under a merciless atmosphere of argon, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, Hanalei hosted only small orbital stations that were primarily scientific in nature. The facilities have since been destroyed by the Reapers. Seems unnecessary. There we go. Man, hard to see the, anything on that one. Dr. Jalise. I imagine probably nothing. Oh, hey, there is. Aware that it only takes one weaponized asteroid to destroy the fueling station at Sion, the Asari seeded the asteroid belt in the system with a warning network of sensors and spy drones. The system's brains are server clusters at the equidistant asteroids Tropai, Lokia, and Nili, but unobstructed lines of sight are still of little use in spotting incoming Reaper ships traveling at faster than light speed. Fair. Alright, nothing else. Before I do Sion, Sion, a fortified world under the protection of several Asari matriarchs, has begun to supply fuel to the system's alliance forces in the hope that an Asari-human partnership might prevent the Reapers from seizing the planet. Alliance forces have since established several outposts in the system. The humans and Asari have been joined by a small detachment of Turians, drawn from the private militia of a corporate conglomerate that does business with Sion. The three species are so determined to defend Sion that integration issues have been negligible. The task force has already thrown back several Reaper attacks, although the commanders expressed concern that small Reaper forces could have slipped through despite their vigilance. That's right, I forgot I leveled up. Why not, I guess. This Garden World's claim to military fame is that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but never occupied by more than token forces. The Asari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel Relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Asari space. The matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Sion's legacy. They pledge it will fall to no enemy, organic or synthetic. Colony founded 322 CE, so it's a population of 260 million. Ooh. That's an old one. And capital of Polos. So for once, this mission is actually going to have Reaper enemies. Just as a nice little change of pace. Most of the N7 missions you have you fighting Cerberus. Caden. Javik. Feel like it's been a bit since I used Javik. Oh right, you lose a mission. You lose your weapon. For some reason, the Geth consensus, going through the Geth consensus, because of the way it changes what weapon you're using, because it gives you one specific weapon and you can't change it. It just resets your weapons. It leaves you with with just a pistol. Sure. I should really max out the particle rifle. Definitely been a bit since I used Javik, clearly. Yeah, I'll work on pull for him.
Shepard, about 72 hours ago, the reactors at adjoining Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans of the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
So yeah, that sounds bad. And I am currently the only one who has...
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
Stay sharp today.
Always, Commander. It's an honor, Commander. It's an honor, Commander.
Yep, you don't want to go down there right now. Medical treatment plan.
Treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
And I'm pretty sure that we do know of someone on the Citadel who's looking for, who needs help with a, probably anyway.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier.
On it, ma'am.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots, not possible. Ventilation system is shut down. Might be enough auxiliary power to activate fans on the main floor. Radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Need to ventilate. There should be a control access point for the ventilation system.
If there is, we'll find it.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots, not possible.
Nice armor, Captain Riley. Very cool looking armor.
Captain Riley? Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a
a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain. Good work, Coslow.
I'll take it from here. We're facing an unknown enemy here, Captain.
If they're still on site, my team will help send them to hell.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
Oh, I don't
We're
need
locked
cover.
and loaded, ready to move out. We're locked and loaded, ready to move out.
I don't think I'm the one who really needs to be covered.
Directional guidance error. Directional guidance error.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
Something's not right here.
No more waiting. Take the fight to them.
Just stay sharp, people.
I forget what it is I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, right. I know.
I have a visual on the fuel rod control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area.
Always worth it to look around a little bit. Okay, so that's where I'm actually supposed to be heading. But first, need to vent. Which was back here, somewhere. Where did it go? There it is.
Looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
More credits. Medkit. There's going to be another PDA somewhere for with some more credits. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't.
Power is restored. System ready.
Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Yeah.
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
So yeah, one thing, whenever you see enemies with barriers that don't normally have barriers, keep your eyes open for barrier generators and take those things down, because they can be a bit of a pain.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation can go ahead.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Alright. I have a feeling I'm probably not going to find the last PDA, that last little bit of money. But, not important.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
Progress.
We've got company too, Commander.
Coming in from above.
Why can't I... Where are the last ones?
Commander, we're being overrun. Position indefensible. We're not gonna make it.
Hell yeah, I'm
Hold
setting
tight.
up.
One of my people is coming.
Roger that.
Gaten.
Okay, bring them home.
Absolutely.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Caden?
Nothing, Commander. No one one's answering my hail. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
Okay. Alright. So I've been there. There is a barrier generator in here normally. I don't know if it got destroyed in all the fighting or if it turns off automatically as soon as you finish off the enemies or what.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
So I'm just going to walk right through it. That seems safe, right? So as you may expect, if you don't send anyone to help, Riley and her team die. And the fighting's not that tough. You've only got one fight afterwards. Just the that brute is the only fight left after. So there's no reason not to send help to Riley.
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt.
Doesn't seem to be much left of it.
Thank Major Alenko.
Just doing my job.
So yeah, if you don't send somebody to help Captain Riley, then she and her squad die. There's no reason not to. It's not, even on the hardest difficulty, a couple Marauders and a Brute, you can handle it, you and one squad mate. It's not a particularly difficult fight.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
As always, Tyone is, of course, the fuel reactor is, of course, one of the N7 missions. Or one of the, not N7, but one of the multiplayer maps. Dr. Jaleed, the Asari scientist found on the research station in the Salian Nebula, was working on a paper that argued nanocircuitry could solve complex behavioral problems in commercial PIs. The doctor's theoretical work seems to be supported by data in the Crucible's blueprints. She now heads the department building the weapons circuit boards. Helium-3 is used to power the vast majority of commercial starships. Chemical engineers on Tyone added experimental mixtures of compounds to the gas to make a more efficient fuel for ships traveling long distances. One of their new formulas is used in ships transporting major loads of material to the Crucible, speeding up the building process. Yeah, military strength is getting up there. Chances of success are low, but measurable. Now, Reaper forces are slowly but steadily pushing back Allied forces. So, we're very slowly making some moves.
Commander?
I don't think anyone's going to have anything new after that mission. Oops. Yeah. May as well check, though. There is at least one new conversation to eavesdrop on, so...
Commander,
nothing.
Auxiliary power units are depleted to 82.04% capacity. This should be corrected.
Yeah, I'll get it before we go in atmosphere again.
I will run a diagnostic on it.
EDI, we've got 5 of them.
According to the diagnostic, we now have 4. Hello, Shepard.
Oh no, only 4 of them. Still got spares, don't worry. Don't worry so much, Edie. It'll be fine. I assume.
Hey, Shepard. Hey, Shepard.
We're all machines. Carbon or silicon. Is there really a difference?
People feel emotion. Artificial intelligence is programmed.
Punch me, I get angry. I don't choose. I just get angry. Our emotions are programming.
That's not the same thing. Our emotions are a natural response.
Disease, parasites, lions ate their prey alive. Nature can be horrible.
8.
So now you're siding with the Reapers?
Just because I'm saying the Reapers are alive doesn't mean I want them to stay that way. But we need to break free of nature and open our minds to new forms of life.
So you believe the Geth share the same rights and liberties as any organic being?
If that Geth is minding his own business, he has more rights than Cerberus.
Despite my disgust for Cerberus, they're still human. The Geth are just machines.
We're all machines. Carbon...
Yep. Genetics don't make us alive. It's our self-awareness, curiosity, and capacity to evolve.
Well put, Commander.
Of course you'd say that. You two are practically machines yourselves.
I mean, I am part machine.
How are you, Commander?
Good to see you, Commander.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, of course I side with Adams on that.
Maybe later.
I am fully in favor of believing that machines can be alive.
Please, enjoy your day.
It's good to see you.
I don't know, it might just be me, but it feels like Liara doesn't really get much to say. Less than usual. The lounge seems to get weirdly underused in this one.
Your Asari continues to question me. I'm beginning to wish her kind had never learned to talk.
Aw, don't be rude.
Many are asking what I eat. They will never know. It is harder to be poisoned that way. Is it true you keep fish in your cabin, Commander? Commander.
Settle. Settle, Javik. And don't eat my fish!
Commander?
Power grid is in the green.
You stay away from my fish. They are not for consumption.
Commander.
What was that? Fish are friends, not food? Wasn't that the quote from...
Sounded like quite an ordeal getting that Turian reactor up and running.
I've been through worse.
Well, glad you were able to get some help from Captain Riley's team. Sometimes I forget we aren't all alone in this war. Is everything okay, Shepard?
I still can't believe you went inside a Geth. I don't even... Loco. Completely loco.
Yep.
Hey.
Terrible ideas are just what Shepard does. Just want to check something. Actually, I suppose I should just end the episode here. Okay. Yep. Couple upgrades to the Javelin puts it ahead of the Mantis. Quite a bit, too. I should probably just do all these upgrades off screen. Eviscerator is no longer useful since I've got the Claymore. Maxed out Claymore. Why not? You know what? I don't think I'm going to find any better assault sniper rifles unless I buy them. So, max out the Javelin. And sure. Just spend some money. Alright, so that's plenty for this episode. I never take a look at my eels. Look at my aquarium. Look at those eels swimming around. Feed them. And my models. Ooh, I like the new ones. The live ship and the Geth ship. Shadow Broker up there. I forget what the one on the bottom left is. Is that an Alliance Dreadnought, maybe? Possibly the Kodiak in the middle, maybe? Don't have a photo of Liara up here anymore. Alright, so that'll do for this episode. Next episode, obviously. Time to finish it up. Was I just in the Silene Nebula? Or am I wrong? Yeah. From me and my ship models, I'll see you next time.